And just like that, we're back again. Uncle Bull Cow in the building. You guys are getting a treat. I'll probably upload this tomorrow, but either way, when you see it, it's a new review. This is Julz Creations. This is a sweet and spicy mustard. Yeah, we actually just got done doing the Death Nut 3.0, the two-player game, me versus Mrs. Bull Cow. Go back and watch that video. It's very interesting. It's actually pretty funny. I was on Mrs. Bull Cow's heels. Let me just tell you that. And I don't usually kind of... it smells so good. I don't usually yell at her like that. I wasn't yelling at her. I was just like, come on, let's go. Man, I was a mess. So what do I got here? These things are... I've never tried these particular ones, but these are Budweiser beer brats. But oh man, I'm so sorry about the noise, guys. My house is just she's changing the baby. They got the music playing and the dishwasher just started running. I apologize. I will try to talk a little bit louder so you all or y'all or yous guys can hear me. Whoa! I just seen something. I thought I seen something flip up at the back of the screen, and it was like writing. It was my shirt. When I got closer, I'm like, all right. So Julz Creations, we are gonna try this. And on these, they're beer and cheese brats. So I've had the Budweiser beer brats before, a couple years back, and they were pretty good. And I think if I remember correctly, but these have cheese in them. But first things first, let's get a solo bite in us. Wow. Let's layer some of that right on there. It's phenomenal. Oh yeah. Wow. All I know is Julz sent me this. I do not eat a lot of meat, but I was thinking to myself, what would this go good on? And I just happened to buy these when I went grocery shopping. And I said, I betcha it'll be good on them brats. And these come pre-cooked actually, the bratwurst. So it's so cool. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It's like you can taste the peppers in it, and the mustard is very smooth. It's not overly mustardy. So. That's some real gourmet stuff right there. Like, I'm telling you. You can buy a bratwurst from a little corner store in Milwaukee or Chicago. Now you can buy a bratwurst from the grocery store. Cook it yourself. But like if you went out to some place that was like fine dining, they could serve you a dish that would be something like this over some rice or pasta. Put that mustard on there like a sauce drizzle, and you'd pay good money for it. And you would love it, and you'd say, hey, that was worth it. Mm. Mm. That is so good. So I will tell you a little story about bratwurst. I wish I knew the brand. Not nothing that you can buy in stores, but back when I lived in Albany, New York, I worked at DeJohn's. Anybody that knows John DeJohn, he's got all kinds of restaurants and bars he owns all over the town. Justin's, DeJohn's, Two Legends, and who the heck knows what else by now. I haven't talked to John in years, but we opened Legend Sports Bar next to DeJohn's. And these are old buildings, New York buildings. There was actually only this much space between the two of them. What we did was we knocked out the walls on the second floor and built a big kitchen to feed both restaurants. Okay? Legends was a sports bar, but we served like sports bar food. We had little sliders, little burgers. We had mini hot dogs, foot-long hot dogs. And then we had a hot dog or sausage from each baseball stadium. Not every baseball stadium, but all the good ones. So we had a New York dog, we had a Cincinnati dog, a Chicago dog. And then we had a Milwaukee brat. Whatever brand we used to get, and I don't remember, it's been so long, but good, real bratwurst, real Milwaukee brat. And I used to, every day after work, they'd give us, you could get a free meal and free beer. Man, Lark Street in Albany, I used to love it, man. Just give me a nice Hefeweizen to drink with my bratwurst, spicy mustard on it. Sometimes I throw a little sauerkraut, but that brat with that beer, oh man, it was to die for. And so that's the first time I ever had a real good bratwurst. They're very hard to come by here in the South. With that being said, that right there would take any brat, any kind of sausage to a next level. And these brats are good. I don't usually like cheese inside of sausages. I think it's pointless. It kind of melts out. I don't know. But this is really good. This is a sharp cheese. So, when it said Budweiser beer and cheese brats, I was imagining in my head and hoping that it would taste like a beer and cheese sauce that you make for, for pretzels. I think that's another thing we made beer and cheese. Yeah. We had beer cheese sauce made with real sharp white cheddar. Man, I could drink this stuff. I could. So that's another like sports food, Well, once again, it's hard to find that stuff. And then if you do find it, sometimes it's garbage, man. You get some places that you go and you see beer and cheese sauce with pretzels, and they're not homemade pretzels. There's some frozen pretzels, and they take some canned cheese sauce, which is disgusting, and put a little bit of beer in it, and you're like, yeah, what's that? A real beer and cheese sauce, you got to use a good beer. Get your roux going with your butter, your flour, You start pouring that beer in. Like that. Incorporate it. Then you get your cream. Put tons of that white cheddar cheese. Get that nice cheese sauce going. If you know what you're doing, that cheese sauce will be just a little bit thick. You hit it with some more beer. You will be blown away by it. Phenomenal. Wow. That is just ridiculous. Oh my God. Let's try a little bit of this Satan's Tears from Julz Creations. Let's see what happens if we do. Let's see if we do this. Can we mix the devil's mustard with the devil's ketchup? Let's see how that tastes. Spot on. Wow. Unbelievable. I don't know when I'm going to upload this. May do it today, tomorrow. As for right now, it's about 4:30 Sunday. I think it's the 9th. We did this at what, 1:30? Yeah. Kicked my butt. Mrs. Bokow handled it fine. She was eating slow and talking like she always does, but she didn't get visibly. She didn't get wrecked as me. Period. But that challenge was that was a good one. The good news is we did not get cramps from it, but that's why I'm going to be careful with these hot sauces right here. If I go chugging this half bottle, 3% there, the dragon's breath on top of what I ate earlier. Yeah, and it can happen. Mrs. Bokow she's the grandmother of cat cramps, okay? And she literally will do a challenge early in the day or earlier and be out of the woods, no cat cramps. She's fine. 2-3 hours later, she's eating hot stuff. And then it all catches up with her in the middle of the night. But if I ate this whole thing, if I didn't do the 2-player, just the 1-player game, I know I'd be in trouble. But it was fun. You guys go back and watch the video and see us being our usual selves. I kept on telling her, come on. She didn't understand that we're doing a game together, and it was for points on the League of Fire. So we're supposed to kind of keep up with each other. You know, she did a whole box by herself before, but I was just kind of coaching her, get through it. She gets just casually eating hot stuff and burning and just talks, and so she don't have no kind of perception of time whatsoever. All right, guys. Yeah, you're my boy, Blue. Sweet and spicy mustard from Julz Creation. Another winner.